Hello there. So mild and cloudy pretty much sums up the weather for the rest of this afternoon. Outbreaks of rain in places. Already we have seen some heavy downpours across western parts of Scotland. Further rain here as we go through this afternoon. Some patchy rain along some western areas, but elsewhere mostly dry as we go through this afternoon, and the odd lucky place might get to see a bit of brightness, but for most it's going to be cloudy today, quite blustery, although it's still feeling mild. Highs up to 15 degrees, that's 59 in Fahrenheit. Now as we move on through this evening and tonight, generally it's a grey, cloudy picture for many of us, and you can see this system here. It's actually a cold front. It's going to work its way further eastwards, bringing further spells of rain, especially across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and the southwest here too. But ahead of it you can see very mild, and then tomorrow that rain travels its way eastwards and it will become lighter and patchier as it does so. Behind it we'll see sunnier skies developing and a real dip in those temperatures. See you later on. Bye bye. Hello again. So those temperatures will be up and down as we go through the next few days, and generally there'll be changeable conditions across the UK. So it will be very windy at times with some outbreaks of rain, but there will be also a bit of sunshine around, but it will be turning much colder. So this is the bigger picture. For the next 24 hours we've got this cold front moving its way eastwards, and that's going to bring some outbreaks of rain and blustery winds. Now behind it we will see a ridge of high pressure building back in, so for most of us on Thursday a good deal of dry weather, but you can see there along the east coast we'll have a brisk northerly airflow, and that's really going to be taking the edge off those temperatures. Now for the rest of tonight, a lot of cloud cover across the UK, further spells of heavy rain across parts of Scotland, into Northern Ireland and eventually into southwest England too, and this is actually that cold front I showed you earlier. Now ahead of it though, mostly dry and a very mild night, temperatures there staying into double figures. So for some tomorrow morning, the further east that you are, may just be a few bright spells first thing, but it'll soon cloud over as this rain starts to sweep its way across the country, although it will become lighter and patchier the further east that it travels, and actually across some eastern and southern areas tomorrow very mild temperatures for the time of year. Highs there to around 16 or 17 degrees, but behind it much cooler air starts to feed its way across, but hopefully we'll get to see more in the way of sunshine. And then on Thursday, as I mentioned earlier, a good deal of dry weather around with some lovely spells of sunshine, but it's certainly going to be feeling chilly, especially along that east coast where we could be looking at gales at times. See you a bit later on. Bye bye.